Yeah, they still have on television another meeting going on.
Just another moment.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, you're live. Thank you.
Okay, again, good evening, everyone. This is the March 9th meeting of the Board of Rocky Hill Board of Assessment Appeals. And we have Guy Drapeau and we have Marty.
Stiglitz.
Thank you, Stiglitz. And I'm Sharon D. Mounds, the chairperson. So the first case we're going to hear is Convergent Technologies. Are you there? Convergent?
Yes, ma'am. We're here.
Thank you. So what would you like to, let me swear you in. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, upon penalty or perjury?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, and you are?
Elio Leal. I'm the general manager for Convergent for the New England region.
Okay. And what do you have for us this evening?
It's an appeal regarding the assessment for a business of personal property. I'll admit that I apologize up front. We apparently did not get the first notification, which I'm told was sent back in October or November. So we never got that notice. We received the notice that was dated January 7th, 2021. That was the first time we had seen it. And there was a penalty on the assessment because it's late, of course. So I'm here to just simply plead for forgiveness that we were late because we weren't aware that we owed the town something. So apologies there. So we're hoping to get that penalty reduced or limited if possible.
Okay, and you're not new with the business. You're not new to town, right? You were here the previous year?
No, year and change. You're fairly new. This was our first assessment. So it was 2019 when we first occupied the space.
Okay. Any questions from the committee members?
I have one, if that's okay.
Yes, Guy.
I was wondering, did you pay the actual assessment?
I don't believe we paid anything yet. I think we filed the appeal.
The staff says that tax bill is due in July.
Okay. Wait, so it's due this coming July?
Yes, this is just the penalty for not filing as of November 1st. This is just the penalty.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Marty?
Nope.
Okay. All right, well, thank you. We'll give you all due consideration and we'll get back to you in about a week to 10 days.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Stay safe.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Okay, next would be Back East Fitness. Are you there, Back East?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just get your file.
Mhm.
Okay. And what do you have for us this evening?
I am also appealing a declaration of property for the business. Do you need to swear me in or anything?
Yep. Oh, thank you. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, or upon penalty or perjury?
I do.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay,
So,
continue.
yeah, I was just, we were late on the, on submitting the documentation for our declaration. So we were penalized. And again, just asking for forgiveness. 2020 was a rough year, being shut down for 3 months. We just can't afford another penalty or another fee for the business. We're barely hanging on as it is. So if you could help us out a little bit and waive that. We still filed our document. It was just late. It's not like we're trying to avoid the assessment altogether, just a little forgiveness for that penalty.
And what was your name? I'm sorry.
Jeff Capizzi, I'm the
Mhm.
owner.
You're the owner. Any particular reason why you didn't meet that November 1st date?
Just everything that happened, we were shut down, and our miscommunication between us and our accountant. We got the document, I think, the week before it was due, and then we just flaked. And 2 days after the due date, we called the assessor's office, and they told us we could bring it in and it'd be okay, but I guess that wasn't the case. And then we got the penalty. I just wanted to try to get it waived. It's
And
like I
so
said,
how long were you closed?
3 months, and then we've been on restriction with how we can function since then. So we were closed March, April. Actually, it was almost 4 months in 2020.
And you opened in the summer?
Yeah, and we had to work outside for a long time. We weren't allowed to go inside, and then eventually we went inside, and people are still nervous to come back. So we've been kind of struggling since. So any help would be much appreciated.
Mhm. And when did you realize you were late?
It was like a week after, I think, the due date.
Mhm.
I don't know the exact date.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions from the committee members?
No, that's it.
No,
Guy?
How much was the penalty? I can't see it here.
The price,
Yeah,
close to 800, I believe.
okay.
Doesn't seem like a lot, but we're a small business, and
No, it's a lot. I get it.
yeah.
When did you actually file it? November 4th?
You're 3 days late, 4 days
Yeah,
late?
we were a few days late.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Thank you. Marty?
no questions.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank
And we'll
you.
give you all due consideration, and you'll get a letter from the town.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Keep at it, Jeff.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, next. We have the Citizens of Floridiani Society. Are you there? Okay. Did you want to come early? Joseph Aiello, are you there? Okay, so we're running ahead of time, I guess. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You want to
Okay.
vote first too?
No, we're going to session for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I see a woman named Elena Chokler.
Yes, hi.
Who do you represent?
RSM, Russian School of Math.
Did you want to go next? We have time.
Yeah, they're last. Let's get them.
I would love to.
All right, let me
Today's
just
your
pull up
lucky day.
let me just pull this up here. One
I hope
second.
so.
1 second. Okay, and let me swear, and you, okay, good. You represent the company. You are the company. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm that the case may be, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalty or perjury? Do you?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
So I guess I'm here, to ask forgiveness as well as many of us on the list. So this is my second year at RSM as a controller, and under normal circumstances, I usually let my team aware a month in advance, and we actually have set up for all of our property and sales tax due dates 2 weeks in advance for majority of them for me to review and approve. However, during that time, I was on maternity leave and I had a new person starting. So as you can imagine, a couple of things fell through the cracks, and one of these happened to be property tax. And so 3 days before the due date, before November 2nd, I did send a text message to one of my girls to make sure they submit and fill everything out. They tried to do it online. It didn't, it wasn't available. So I've explained to them that they need to fill out the proper documentation and send it out. So we did send it out November 1st, actually the Sunday, but the mail came back on November 7th. The stamp, the mail came back. So we had to remail it again.
What was
Actually,
stamped on the
majority-
envelope?
November 7th, that's when we received it back.
Did it say a reason why it was returned on the envelope?
No, we send it right back. And I told the girls going forward, you should take that letter, put it in the new envelope and send it again so that they can see, you know, granted, you should have received it November 2nd. We shouldn't have mailed it out with the stamp November 1st, which is a Sunday. I had her actually go in the office and fill everything out and stamp it Sunday. But we would have probably been a week late rather than 2.5 weeks late. So at this point, I figured I'll try to appeal it because I wasn't in the office. I was on maternity leave, and the new girl is started. You know, she, not that she didn't know any better, but she's new to this, so she's picking up the pieces. So if we can't be forgiven for the whole amount, at least maybe decrease it to an appropriate, more forgiven amount, please.
I like that.
I'm
Did you have an
sorry.
amount?
I'm
Did you have
really-
an amount in mind?
No, I'm just usually very strict, and if I know there's a deadline, I literally have 2 weeks business days
Mhm.
reminder across the board, and it's not just a reminder, it's like a meeting for me, you know what I mean, on the calendar. And every party that's involved, it needs to be signed on and approved and submitted is on that meeting. But I was just not in the office. So
How much was the penalty?
it's 12,250, I believe, or 12,225. So it's substantially more this year than last year, but it's
The penalty is $12,000? That doesn't sound right
What's
to
the
me.
penalty?
Doesn't sound
I'm
right.
asking staff, hold on.
Yeah.
It's $12,250 in assessment.
Oh, an assessment.
Okay,
yeah.
and what is the dollar amount?
For the penalty?
Hold on 1 second. The assessment went up by 12. The penalty for the assessment is 12,000. Let me give you a dollar amount.
Based on last year's mill rate, it would be a $411 penalty.
$411 penalty.
Okay.
Okay,
That was based on last year's, but the penalty would be applied to the new mill rate,
The
actually.
new, yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Any other questions?
No.
Okay, we'll take it
No
under
question.
due consideration,
Thank you so
and we'll
much.
get back to you within, I think it's 7 days, 10 days at the most. We will not be late.
We won't be late ever again, trust me, because I do have to answer to the board and the CEO. So
Okay, great.
thank you so much all for your time. I really
All right,
appreciate
and
it.
thank you too for being here and giving us straight up answers. So thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Okay. we're moving right ahead. I see Reginald Blaylock,
Babcock,
and you're with,
Westford Real Estate Management.
okay, do you want to go next or do you want to wait? Or
Yeah, no, that would be great.
okay, let me just pull up your file and swear you in. This was the Westford. Here we go.
These Zoom calls are sure efficient. I like them.
Well, this is the first time I've appeared on camera live.
Yeah.
All my other Zooms, all you do is you see my name, Sharon D. Mounds. So this is not really me. This is Sharon Mounds. All right. So Mr. Babcock, here we go. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, shall help you God, or under penalty or perjury?
I do.
Thank you. Okay. And what would you like to say to the committee tonight?
I would say that we were, I think, pretty diligent in getting the personal property declaration filed. It's still a bit of a mystery as to what happened. Our office prepares PPDs for several towns besides Rocky Hill, and they were all received on a timely basis. And the staff member who is responsible for the preparation and filing of the PPDs has been doing it for many years and never has missed a deadline. We've submitted an affidavit in the file. I trust you have it, in which she avers that she placed the declaration in the mail before the deadline. And we honestly don't know what happened. We have no way of proving when it was received by the town. We have noticed a lot of our mail is going all over the place. I mean, there's no secret, I guess, that the mail system has been a little bit hit or miss and unreliable in the last year. And I can only guess that, and this is entirely speculation, that all the declarations that we filed went into the mail at the same time. Somehow the one intended for Rocky Hill was waylaid. We have no record of when it was actually mailed, other than our collective recollection, which I think is pretty reliable. I mean, we've always taken these very seriously. So
and were those other properties in Rocky Hill?
no, we filed in Vernon and in Branford and in Norwalk, where we have offices.
I don't see an affidavit, a staff person,
I
Brenda.
don't either. I was just looking for it.
And you have the affidavit in front of you, Mr. Babcock?
I'm afraid if I look for the affidavit, I would lose the connection to the meeting.
Okay.
I can submit it again afterwards.
Do you know when or about the mailing took place for all your properties?
It went in accordance with the affidavit. It was in advance of November 2nd, probably the Friday before, October 31st.
You didn't get it till November 30th. So is that
Yeah,
what
that's when we received it. Yeah.
Oh, that's really surprising. I didn't know that. Because all the material that we prepared had a date on it the prior Tuesday, I think. So we were preparing it, earlier in the week and put it in the mail toward the end of the week, and you didn't get it till the 30th. That's hard to. I can't even begin to guess what happened in the mail
Aaron,
system.
I'm not familiar with the rule. Is it received by the first, or is it postmarked by the first?
Received or postmarked?
Let me jump in on this.
Hold on one second. I'm getting Brendan Moriarty, our staff person, is here.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Brendan.
The due date is November 1st, but November 1st was on a Sunday this year. So the due date became November 2nd, and it's postmarked by November 2nd.
Okay, so if Mr. Babcock is if he's saying what he said, then if he mailed it on the 31st,
well,
that's his postmark date. So he technically would have been on time. And wouldn't his envelope have shown the postmark of October?
Well, here's the thing with the situation. The declaration was hand delivered in the end on November 30th. We never received the original in the mail. So if we received the original in the mail, we would keep the original envelope with the postmark date.
That's it. That's another story. Okay. So
Marty, any questions? Thank you, Guy.
Yep.
And Marty, do you have any questions?
Okay, no question.
Okay, Mr. Babcock, anything else?
I don't think so. No, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We'll be in touch.
Bye now. Thank you again.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay, do we have anybody else on the line? No, we don't.
Looks like your 5:30 just called.
Okay, and who is that? Okay. Joseph Aiello, hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Hi, I'm Sharon Mounds, the chairperson of the committee, and we have Guy Drapeau and Marty Stiglitz.
Okay,
And what I'm going to do now is swear you in. Okay,
okay.
you ready?
I also have another member here as part of this appeal.
Okay, who's that?
His name is James Charcha.
Yarcia, can you hear me? I'm
Yeah.
having trouble with the video here.
Can hear you.
Okay, we can sort of see you too. There you
Oh,
go.
you can see me.
Yeah, well, I see you. Okay, all right. Two of you under the name Joseph, but that's James D'Arcy. I just wrote your name down. And you're both going to testify, so I'm going to swear you both.
Okay.
Okay, and first of all, before I swear you, what's your title with this company?
So I'm the treasurer of the Citizens of
Okay.
Berlin.
And Mr. D'Arcia?
I'm head of one of the committees, the finance committee.
Okay, all right, here we go. I'm going to swear you in now. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalty or perjury?
I do.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
all right. All right, gentlemen, what do you have for us this evening?
I will speak first. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you. I just want to bring up a couple of points on the assessment that's been levied against our building, 2218 Celestine Highway. The Citizens of Floridiani Society. We are a social club. We have, as you know, this property, as you can see by the town of Rocky Hill property record, is two little small separate buildings. It's not one combined huge building on this tract of land. It's primarily made up of residents of Rocky Hill who are part of this organization on the Celestine Highway. The other question, a couple of things I wanted to bring out. Not only are we mostly Rocky Hill residents, but that belong to this society. These buildings were built in 1954, and the amount of usable space is approximately 1,096 square feet, as you can see on your property card, along with 0.37 acres. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. A couple of things that I wanted to bring forth is when we did a comparison, or when I'm looking at a comparison of a couple of active...
Mr. James, may I call you James?
Please.
You're here just to appeal the penalty for the late filing. Do you realize that?
No, I was
Oh, no,
here to
this was,
appeal the...
I'm sorry, what? Hold on one second. What'd you say? This is a real estate? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had all of my penalties this evening. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm glad we're not late on anything. That's good.
Oh, yes.
No, we're here to appeal the assessment.
Yep.
The assessment that the town is proposing is going from 247,000 to 353,000. Sharon?
Okay.
Did I
I'm
lose you?
here. I just had to get my water. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know if you're making notes or stuff, but the assessment is to appeal this our property on Celestine Highway from 247,000 to a reassessment of 353,000. A couple of the arguments, I'll start again, just for your benefit, is that it's two smaller buildings. They were built in 1954, so they're approximately 70 years old. It's a society made up of Rocky Hill residents mostly. It's kind of a social club. And it's 1,096 square feet of usable space and 0.37 acres. Having said that, I was looking at some of the properties that are currently for sale that are close by. And if you look at comparable properties such as the Knights of Columbus in Cromwell, that particular property has 7,791 square feet, almost 7 times, and it's currently on the market for $239,000. And it's similar land side, 0.32 versus 0.37, but it's 7,791 square feet. It's built in 1965, so it's a younger building, but it's on the retail market right now on LoopNet for $239,000. Another property that is closer to our property that's currently on the market that I saw on LoopNet was 1840 Celestine Highway. 1840 Celestine Highway is a retail complex. It's not like a social club similar to ours, but the 1840 Celestine Highway has 5,800. Pardon? I'll continue. 5,856 square feet, and it has acreage of 1.07 acres, which is 3 times our size. And that property currently is going for $375,000. If you look at it in comparison to ours, and you do some type of a some type of analysis, a comparison type of analysis for similar type size, property, usable space, revenue generation, you'll see that obviously the current property at 1840 Celestine Highway is on the market for an asking price of $375,000. So in comparison, our property is much less as far as valuation, in comparison to those 2 active listings. The third listing I want
James,
to talk
did you give us those comparisons?
that's
Did you give
18
us those comparisons?
Did I give them to you previously, File?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, we're presenting them now. 1840 Celestine Highway, currently on LoopNet, and 573 Main Street, Cromwell, currently on LoopNet as commercial properties.
All right, hold on one second for a second. How are we handling that as his, evidence? He's presenting it now.
Ask him to email it.
Okay, can you email that to us,
Yeah, we could. Joe?
James?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
we
want to
can-
present it as evidence, we need to have it here.
Okay. I'll,
Okay, so you'll need to fax it by tomorrow.
sure. Can you give me your email address, please? Well, I'll get that
Yes.
afterwards from you. In the meantime,
Okay.
I'll continue
go
and
ahead.
I'll package it and send you the information. There's also
Email the comp.
a similar
By
property.
tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Excuse me. By what time do you leave? We close at 4:30, so the staff needs to receive it before 4:30.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do it actually this evening. I could just email it, so you'll have it for tomorrow.
Thank you.
The third property I'm talking about is 1900 Berlin Turnpike, which is at the beginning, and it's kind of similar to our property. That just recently sold on February 23rd, 2021. And it's kind of a retail space and not much different, but it's probably very similar to ours. And that just sold for February 23rd. The square footage is 1,824. The acreage is 0.69. And that's double the size of our acreage, plus almost double the size of our square footage. And the sale price it sold for was $270,000. So in light of all these things, I mean, you have a land assessment of 219,000 and a building assessment of 134,000 that's proposed for a total of 353,000. But we're kind of not in, for similar properties and for the property that we have here in Rocky Hill, it's kind of obvious that we're not even in the ballpark here. I mean, the 247,000 existing assessment is probably on the mark as for a fair evaluation in our minds as a type of property and the fair evaluation. So Sharon, I will PDF these now and fax them to the email address that you can provide us.
Okay.
What's
And
that
that would
email address?
be, are you ready?
Yep.
Assessor, ASSESSOR.
Yep.
At rockyhillct.gov.
Assessor at rockyhillct.gov. And
Correct.
make this attention, Sharon Mounds.
Sure.
Okay, I don't have any additional information that I want to provide you other than our building is considerably older than the alternate properties that we're looking at, especially the one in Rocky Hill that was built in 1981. But I hope you guys take this into consideration and help us out in trying to do a fair evaluation and a reassessment that would benefit us.
Okay,
Joe, do you
well,
have anything?
We will review those comps and we will get back to you.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I appreciate your
Well,
time.
excuse me, any questions? I
had one.
Guy?
Do you have a request
Mhm.
for a number, or is it you just want us to reevaluate and come back with what we think?
Well, I'd like you to reevaluate based on the comparable comps. When I look at the evaluations, it does appear that our current assessment around 247,000 is in the ballpark. Obviously, you're probably going to look at some other factors that are there, but as you know, as far as our request is concerned, we would like to stay at the current assessment if you guys so please.
Hi, this is Joe Aiello. Are you also applying the income approach?
Oh,
or
yeah.
is it a hybrid between the income and the market approach when you appraise
Brandon,
the properties?
hold one second.
Okay.
It says cost suppressed income.
It was cost suppressed income. Brandon?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Staff's getting an
Sure.
answer for you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a flag cost suppressed.
Are you speaking to the phone? Brandon?
No, I'm just on mute.
Oh, okay. Flagged,
Yeah, flag cost suppressed income.
cost oppressed income, Joseph.
Suppressed.
Okay.
Cost suppressed income. Did you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, by cost suppressed, what does he mean?
Yeah, can you explain that a little
Could you,
bit?
hold on. I'm going to have staff speak on record. Brandon?
This is a question for Stuart, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we get back to you for tomorrow for that answer?
It's probably, but I just may I say something?
Yeah.
The card indicates the $10,000 of an annual income, $10,227 worth of annual income on the commercial property card. It looks like the amount that was used for the assessment. And if you have a property that's only generating 10,000 by the time we pay our mortgage and by the time we have our expenses and everything else, the net return on this property does support a lower evaluation, in my opinion. I mean, $10,000 a year net, without considering any types of financing, is
And that
definitely
income is derived from your
from our two
membership
rentals.
dues?
Yeah, we have two small
From your
stores,
rentals,
a barber shop and a small store, grocery store that's
Okay.
occupying those the second building.
Yeah, I see.
And yeah, so and last year we barely made it through with the skin of our teeth. Well, obviously because of COVID, barely made it with the skin of our teeth.
Our member demographic is not, it was COVID especially, definitely took a hit with our memberships because of just because of the aging demographic that we deal with for the social club.
And the distancing with your square footage, probably. Okay, anything else, gentlemen?
Thank you. I appreciate the time that we have. That we're able to.
Thank you for your
present.
presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Miles.
You're welcome. All right, guys, any questions out there, Guy or Marty?
No.
Not at this time.
All right, so you're going to fax that now.
Yeah, I will
James.
email it, PDF it to the assessor.
You're going to email it, PDF it. Okay, great. Email.
If I
Okay, got
were
it.
to fax it, what is a fax number that I can use?
Do you have a fax number,
Oh,
staff?
I'll take care of it, Joe.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
No, I'll take care of it
Okay,
with the
never
PDF.
mind.
No problem.
Okay, all right, great. All right, James.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
good. Any questions, you just call in the morning if you didn't get through, but we're going to be here for a while, so we'll be looking for it.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Stay
Bye-bye.
safe.
Yep, we will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Okay, do we have anybody else here? I see. Joe, you're going, are you?
Kiwi spoon.
Okay.
Kiwi spoons there?
Oh, no. And then Swan just showed up too.
We got 3 left. Swan, Coles, and Kiwi.
Right. What did you say, Diana?
Edmund Swan came in,
Yeah, so the 5:45.
5:45.
Okay, hold on.
On Vision.
Hello, this is Edmund Swan here. I was just
Okay, hold
wondering
on
if-
one second, Mr. Swan.
No problem. I wasn't sure if I was coming a little early or not.
1 second. Okay. All right, I'm going to swear you in. And here we go. Raise your right hand or one of your right hands. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm that the case may be that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalty or perjury?
Yes,
do?
I do.
Okay. Okay, what do you have for us this evening?
My appeal is just based on the fact that I know that it was my error that I had sent in my declaration, but my declaration, I believe, was received, I think it was 3 days late for it. And I was wondering if there's any possibility of getting any leniency on the fee for the 25% penalty on all the property for it. So just being a new business owner for myself, kind of getting familiarized with all the stuff and my requirements of being an owner, which is all the COVID and everything else that's been going on. It's been a little hectic, and it was my issue that I did not send it in, by the November 1st, but it was sent in, but just unfortunately it was there just a little bit too late. So I was wondering, is there any possibility of getting some lenience or a certain kind of exception for just having this happen once and just not have it happen again?
And you're a new owner. How long have you owned this business?
We opened in August of 2018.
Any other questions? Guy? Oh, we have 2 committee members here. We have Marty and
Yeah.
Guy. Guy, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Okay,
No, neither
Marty?
do I. Neither do I.
Okay. Okay, Edward, any other information you want to provide, Edmund?
Unfortunately, there's nothing really that I have to show for it or for any other excuse, just hoping to see if there's any possibility for, a temporary, like a leniency for the one-time thing. So it's your discretion, but I'm just hoping for the best.
Okay, we'll be in touch.
Okay, is there
Thank
anything
you.
that anything else you need me to do or anything
No,
else?
do we need any other things? I think we have everything.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
All right,
so
well,
we'll be
thank
in
you for your
touch
time and
7 to 10
consideration.
days.
Thank you. Bye for now.
We will. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
too.
Okay.
We think
Okay,
Coles is gonna come?
Okay, we have someone on the line, Andrew Lin.
Hey guys, yeah, this is Andrew from Kiwi Spoon.
All right.
Okay, hold on 1 second there. I'm gonna swear you in.
Can you see me actually?
1 second. Where's my file here, Kiwi? What did I do with you? I just had you. Okay, let me just swear you in.
Okay,
Where are you? Okay, there you are. Hi.
hi.
Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, or upon penalty or perjury?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Okay, what do you have for us this evening? We have myself, the chairwoman, and 2 committee members, Guy and Marty Stiglitz. So what would you like to present to us tonight?
Yeah, so I think I'm also trying to asking for the forgiveness of the penalty. I think to me it's mostly just I think I'm familiar with the process. I still relatively new, just as a business owner. But I think like just based on what I can see, I think the assessed value of my business has been to a point I feel it's not really reflecting the business value. And I think, and also with the penalty, I think just getting at the point, I want to see if we can reassess just based on like what the value should be, and also I'm asking for see if we can like appeal for the penalty for this year.
Okay. Anything else? Any questions?
Yeah, I don't have evidence, but I just so we are in a plaza with many business. But I don't have the number with me, but I can see we actually paying more with like some larger business like in the same plaza. So yeah, so basically I just want to see if we can like reassess that with like proper like value for our business.
Okay, that would be something else versus the penalty for the late filing.
Yeah, that might be something else.
That would have to be another consideration.
Okay.
Okay, not in this hearing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, any questions, Guy or Marty?
No.
Guy?
Is this appeal on the penalty or is it on the valuation? I was confused.
Yeah, it's for the appeal for the penalty. I believe there was like 20% increase.
25% for the penalty.
25%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you filed when? Did the office get it?
I actually, so yeah, so this is, I actually don't know if I like filed like this year. We actually closed during like November last year, and we just reopened like February this year. But I actually don't remember I actually received the mail. But, I don't think I filed this year.
Did not? So I'm told that you haven't filed at all.
Right. Yeah. As I said, I think this is me not familiar with the process. And here I see in the mail, I noticed there's a penalty and just I think the value is getting like so high.
Now, who was the person that was here before? Did we just hear a person from Kiwi earlier? A different person? No?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so you haven't, okay, so you haven't filed anything.
Right.
Is this penalty, does it keep rolling? Or is it a one-time penalty? If he hasn't filed by,
Well,
does it double?
it doesn't double, but he'll keep getting the penalty if he doesn't file.
But it's a one-time penalty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so when do you think you will file your declaration?
Yeah, if someone can help me, I think I can file tomorrow. Just I have some questions, and I don't know if there's someone I can work with just to help me fill out the form. But I can
Yes.
definitely fill out this week, for sure.
All right, you need to call the assessor's office and make an appointment.
Okay.
To, so how long have you owned this business, Andrew?
So the business has been there, I think, for over 5 years, but I actually took over 4 years ago from another owner.
Mhm. Right. Okay.
And you haven't filed in 4 years?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
He hasn't filed in 4 years, is that what I'm hearing?
It could be. That's where I think the value could be just way so high, which I feel it may not reflect in the true business value.
So how come you have never filed?
I think I've always paid, but I just don't know, like, I can actually file the declaration for the value. I think I just pay whatever the amount was given to me, and I'm keeping seeing it's increasing every year. And right now to a point, I feel it's just too high.
So they can pay him a dollar amount without filing?
Yeah, if they
If
don't
they just
file-
pay the bill?
If a business does not file, then by state statute, we will create an assessment that we think is fair.
So he's just been paying the created assessment by the town. Okay.
I think I'm paying.
He's not filing, but paying.
But this time you were late paying that amount.
Right, because
No, this is not
He hasn't, there's nothing to pay here. This is just the assessment for the upcoming tax.
he's not a delinquent assessor. I'm sorry, we have some confusion here, Andrew, and please forgive me. I thought you were being penalized for a late filing, but let me just make sure what we're hearing here. Okay, just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure, yeah. I think I was paying every year, but it's just keep increasing.
No, if you're talking about delinquent taxes, that's a whole different.
No, I'm talking about.
All right, that's all right. That's what I wanted to, yeah. So yeah, this is just.
He has always paid his bill. He's never filed the form.
Right.
So he says he just pays. How come he's never been penalized before?
No, he's been penalized for not filing.
Okay.
It's the same penalty. for
Okay,
filing.
so every year you have been penalized
I think so.
and you've been paying the penalty. You think so? Okay.
I think I'm paying the penalty already.
Yes.
But this year I realized there is like process I should do. And
Instead of paying the penalty, you should have been
Exactly.
filing the forms.
Exactly. So that's where I try to just, I think, get familiar with the process, I think.
Okay, this is interesting. Well,
Good lesson.
for future, okay, now, this is going to be specific. Right now, I'm going to tell you two things. We're going to hear this particular case that you are you've been penalized, and we're going to hear this case. For future reference, you do want to sit down with the town assessor's office so they can show you the process by which to do this every year.
Yeah.
Because that's what you said, you're not familiar with the process.
Right.
So that's separate from this hearing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
But it's just advice that you sit down because you said you were lacking the process, knowing what the process was.
Right.
Okay.
I guess for today, if we can just address the penalty for this year, and then the next step where I would be work with someone in the assessor officer to reevaluate maybe in the real value for my business and just get
That's another question too.
Yeah, that'll be another.
With the process and a reevaluation, you'll deal with those separately. We're hearing your request for waiver of the penalty tonight. Okay. All righty. Anything else?
No, that would be all. Do you know, like,
What is that bridge? Is that the San Francisco Bridge behind you?
No, I just try to hide my background, but it's just yeah.
Okay, any questions, Guy?
No, no questions.
Marty?
No.
Okay. All right, Andrew, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good
And
night.
we'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe. Okay. Who else do we have? Is that it?
One more.
One more Coles.
And what's the other one?
Coles.
That's it. Coles has not RSVP and their time slot is for 6:15. So, okay. Are the lines clear? How did we say we were going to do this to go into deliberation? Were we going to dial back in or what?
Can we shut off the live feed, go into executive session, and then turn it back on?
Okay, how do you do that? Is our staff person there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. So you need to meet privately, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
But then come back out?
Yes, we have one more hearing at 6:15, or we'll let you know when you want to come back out. How long are you with us?
Till you don't need me anymore.
Till the end?
Yes.
Stop it.
Trying to see if I can, I think if I stop the stream, I won't be able to restart it. I'm not sure. We'll still have everything being
Okay,
recorded.
let me ask you this. I'm sorry, what was your name, Bob?
John.
Tom? John. Josh.
John.
John. Okay, let me ask you this. Is anybody else on the line with us?
Just the entire population who's watching on YouTube or their cable systems at home.
Okay, so how do we go into executive session?
Let me
Hi,
see.
everybody.
I can certainly have you meet privately. I'm not sure then if I will be able to go back streaming.
Okay, so, but we can all dial back in, correct?
You can stay in the meeting. I just will stop all the public broadcast.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll just do that and then I'll talk to you guys. Yeah.
All right, one second. We'll do that. And then if you think you need to go back live to the public, I'll try to restart that. Otherwise, the meeting is recorded for public, information.
Yes.
It's being recorded. All right, one second, please. Stop that.